What's up, 8th grade? Check out those cool leaves out the window here at Newton D. Baker. Always a cool view out these windows. I love these old trees. Lots of color out there. And I brought in my palm tree. I have some palm trees this year. I have one more to bring in. All right, so yesterday we started getting into a Unit 2, which is going to be talking about equations, right? So, let me get this thing set up. I'm getting a little faster at this. Move that up a little bit. This way, that's up. There we go. Okay. Thought I was getting faster. All right. So yesterday we started talking about solving equations. We were doing two-step equations. We did steps 4 and 5, right? Now, no other teacher is going to tell you these 5 steps. This is something I made up that helps you solve any basically equation that has one variable, okay? So, those are the steps we did. We also draw our line through the equal sign every time, right? Even though it's not an official step, I still put it up there, all right? So, I'm just going to go over a couple of them today that have some decimals in them, just to remember that stuff. So, no big deal. So, we'll say 6.4 equals negative 2y plus 4.8. All right. Line, right? It's the first thing we know. And I'm going to start talking about these a little bit. Parentheses. We don't have any parentheses. When they say in like terms on the same side, they're saying, can you add these two together? Well, we can't because one has a y and one doesn't. So we can't do that, right? And then it says get variable on one side. We only have variables on one side. We don't have y's on both sides of the equation yet, but we will. All right, so either way, we're just doing step 4 and 5 again today. We'll start talking about the other stuff tomorrow, or Monday. All right, so let's solve this equation. We want to draw our line, get our variable by itself. So I want to get rid of the plus and minus first. So I'm going to subtract 4.8. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. And notice that I am lining up my points, right? So those are gone. Don't forget your negative sign. Biggest mistake, people forget negatives. And we subtract here, right? Can I do 4 minus 8 is 4? No, we can't. You can't do 4 minus 8, you gotta borrow. All right, 14 minus 8, there you go. So that's 6. Then 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have 16 equals negative 2y. So now we have negative 2 times y. What's the opposite of times? Everyone's going to want to add 2 here. You can't add 2. This is times y, right? You can even put a little time sign in there. So we're going to do, looks like a decimal point. Think of this as, when you see negative 2y, think of it as negative 2 times y, okay? So we're going to do the opposite of times, which is divide by negative 2. We do it to one side, we do it to the other. Don't forget your negative. 2's cancel out, and I get y equals positive divided by a negative is a, we've all said negative, right? Negative 8, good. All right, so y is negative 8. And then we flip it, right? Y equals negative 8, say it that way. All right. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's see. M divided by negative 3 minus 6 equals negative 8. Cut our problem in half with the equal sign. Want to get the m by itself, right? Get the variable by itself. It's our goal always. So we drew our line. We're going to get rid of the plus and minus first. So how do I get rid of minus 6? We add 6. We do it to one side, we do it to the other. Now you can't do it here. You're doing it on one side of the line and the other side of the line, okay? Whenever you do something to one side of the line, you do it to the other side of the line. Okay, our 6's cancel out. Negative 6 plus 6 is nothing. Here's what I have left. M divided by negative 3. And over here, Negative 8 plus 6. I would say half of you will get this wrong. So we got to think about it. Different signs we subtract. So just do 8 minus 6 is 2. And because they're different signs, we have to pick the stronger sign. 8's a stronger number than 6. So our answer is negative 2. But we're not done yet. We did our adding. Now we're going to do either multiply or divide. So this is m divided by negative 3. And do the opposite. We can think of the little division sign, right? We're going to do the opposite, which is times negative 3. If I do it to one side, I do it to the other. Negative 3's cancel out. I get m equals negative times a negative is a positive. So positive 6. 2 times 3 is 6, right? Don't forget that time sign. It'll make your life easier later. All right. I like us to circle our answers so I know we're done with that equation. We know what our variable is. Our m is 6. And if I put a 6 in here, this would all work. All right? That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay. So we're going to continue on with these equations. You have an assignment for today. It's not long. You guys will crush it out in probably 10 minutes. Get that done. Make sure we're staying on top of our assignments. It's probably the last assignment of the quarter. So get it done. Make sure your test is done. I hope those tests are done because I'm going to get the finished grading those up. And we'll call it on the quarter and probably move on to the second quarter next week. All right? All right. You guys take care and have a fantastic weekend. Have a good Halloween. Wear a mask if you're getting close to anyone's built houses. Stay out of trouble. Don't catch the Rona. Don't come on Monday and tell me you got the Rona because you were out trick-or-treating or at Halloween parties. All right. So, but go out, have fun. Take care of each other. Socially distance, wear your masks, and have a great Halloween. And next week's election day. So we'll talk about that on Monday.